Hi, everybody. Happy Labor Day. Thank you to all the unions. I remembered I was going to show you some of my tracking, my scheduling that has evolved from a particular saying that I adopted a couple of years ago. Simplicity plus discipline equals freedom. I know it sounds counterintuitive to say the more I schedule, the more free I am. But it really is that way. If I've got things scheduled in, I don't have to think about what I'm doing. It just comes automatically every time. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm able to schedule in pockets that are for creativity, for my sewing, for my my artwork, for my knitting, beading, whatever, for my writing. Yes, I do a lot of different things to enhance to express my creative flow. So I was going, okay, so I start out and I figure out what I want to accomplish in a given time frame. So that could be a year, that could be 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. Ideally, I like to do it at 4 months, or do it at 3 months, rather do it quarterly, which makes a lot of sense to me. But I'm a tad anal. So I didn't actually start this up until August, and that to me was not a quarter. So, okay, that's fine. I'm playing it till the end of the year. So I've got the end of the year, and I've got various, various events, and I write them in different colored pens so that they stand out to me, so that I know what I'm doing. I've got a group running that I've scheduled in blue pen. I've got other events that are coming here. I've got that one is Prince George meetup, if I can find a place. Or I found a place. If I get some responses, I guess is a better way. And our Zoom call is on there somewhere. I've got a Zoom call on the 23rd. So, there you go. That's my calendar. So that plots out all the big events. Okay. Now I go into my weekly. This is my weekly. I obviously, for some reason, dropped it later on in the week. However, this is what I would normally plan. It has bound nature. Do I have any bound nature moments? How long do I sleep? How many cups of coffee do I drink? Because that may be affecting my sleep, and I want to find out. Water. How much water have I been drinking? Have I been getting enough water? Stretching is huge. It's absolutely huge. Right now I'm dealing with a piriformis injury that is just nuts, and all because I didn't stretch for a couple days. When I had breakfast, when I had my last meal, training, work, and my business. So what did I do with my business? So all of that's in there. And then, now here's the fun part. So I've got all of these various things I'm tracking. I've got all these things I want to do. I've got my overarching for the week that I figure out where I want to go for that particular week, what I want to do. And some things are scheduled in regularly. So in any particular week, I know that before I go to work, I walk Gemma. Okay? Walk and feed Gemma. That's first every day. Then I'll drop down and I'll go, okay, make sure I've got my lunch, do the video, get my workout stuff if I'm working out that day, get this, that, and the other thing if I've got time, do dishes, then I go to work. Work is just work. I come home, I've got, well, actually, I don't come home. First, right after work, I go to the gym, I train. And so I do whatever I've got scheduled in that day for training. I get home, walk Gemma again, eat. If there's any other personal chores I need to do, then I get to work on my business and do whatever I need to do there. Whether that is preparing for a particular course that's coming up, whether that is responding to emails or messages or a particular organization, whatever that is. There's also networking. There is a ton of stuff in there. And I do that for about 3 hours. Then it's time for walk Gemma again. She gets lots of walks. She gets some decent ones too. And then we go, that's bedtime. That's during the week. If there's calls on, if there's something else that goes in there. But my daily, so what do I want to accomplish during the day? Do I want to, there, this one. Okay, so you can see I've got various things wrote down there that I want to remember to accomplish that day. It's not a great long list. And in actuality, the majority of that stuff took very little time. So, but it looks like there's a bit on there. So tick, 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 done. So this works very, very well for me. It allows me to have a lot more freedom. I have my gaps. I accomplished my list. I can play. There's a lot of things there that, they take minutes. But we build them up into such big, huge, ginormous balls of complication. It's almost like a yarn ball or one of those balls with all the elastics in. Pull off a little elastic. And it really isn't that complicated. If we'll stall on doing the dishes. I don't want to do the dishes. Whine. I've actually timed myself. I whine longer than it takes to do the dishes. It takes me about 5 minutes, start to finish, to get through my dishes. These days, for right now, I'm doing a lot of canning. So I'm doing that in between a lot of other things. So I'll come home, I'll get stuff ready to go in the oven or go in jars or whatever, and put that on the boil or put it on to cook for a little while, and I'll do something else while that's happening. So making my time work for me, because these are things I want to do. I don't want to drop something because I'm not being efficient. And I enjoy these things. If I don't enjoy it, I don't do it. I enjoy having a clean house. It is, I would say it's a priority. When my house is in order, I feel like I'm in order. Okay? I enjoy doing my canning, my preserving. It makes me feel very good during the middle of winter to pull out something that I know was fresh made, with fresh vegetables, with fresh fruit, whatever that is, be it a bottle of peach salsa, be it a jar of tomato sauce, be it a jar of pears or peaches. Whatever that is, I enjoy that. I enjoy my art. I enjoy being creative. I also very much enjoy my business, working on courses, the 6 weeks course, the 3 week one, working on calls for people. I enjoy working on presentations, workshops, all of that. And so this is my life. I make it enjoyable, and I make it so I've got time to do what I enjoy doing. I even schedule in calls with friends and family. Why? Because I don't want to miss that. Those are important moments. And I don't want to go for I did at one point get very busy, and I was leaving my family out of it, and I didn't talk to them for weeks. And my bound nature kicked in like crazy. You know, I was having negative thoughts all over the place. I wasn't feeling happy. I didn't get my bucket full of hugs, etc. And for someone living very far away from their family, this is important. This is good mental health. This is good. This is spiritual. It makes my spirit feel good. So I will even schedule in that. And that seems a little bizarre, you know, like that makes, oh, well, you're making appointments for you. Yeah, because that is important to me. What I put in my calendar is important to me to get this done. So are you making time for the things that are important to you? A lot of people will say, they know they need to go to the gym, or they know they need to work out, or they know they need to eat healthier, or they know they should be applying for this or that, but they aren't making the time, okay? First and foremost, journal about that. Why aren't you making the time? Find out what's in the back here. Start thinking about that particular item, that particular time, and find out what the back of your head, what your unconscious is saying about that. Okay? That's number one. Number two is see if you can start scheduling time in for it. You know, maybe you can't schedule in 2 hours at the gym. You don't need to. Maybe you can't schedule in cooking once a week for everybody. Maybe that has to happen daily at your house. Whatever it is, schedule it in. Maybe schedule in some time to find some new recipes. Whatever it is, schedule it in. Make some time for it. Make this priority. Your life is important. It should mean something. Okay? So let mean something to you. Take time to do those things that are important to you. Okay? Hugs and love, everybody. Remember, you're important. Do your thing and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. And I can't turn it off. Oh, yeah, there we go. Have a wonderful day, everybody.